Do you want to get out of debt? Do you want to save something special? Or maybe you just want to tweak a few things here and there to save money? Here today we are going to be talking about habits of frugal people and how you can save thousands of pounds towards that something special that you're saving up for, or maybe you need to pay off your student loan. We're just going to be talking through some frugal habits and how you can save thousands each month. So if you like the sound of that, then keep on watching. Hi guys, and a warm welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Lara. Today I'm going to be chatting through frugal habits because I have made so many little tweaks here and there, as I did a no buy year last year and I'm continuing it this year with a low buy year. I upload 3 times a week and I would love to have you as part of this community. I just love sharing my tips and advice with you and getting them back from you as well, because we are a community and I love hearing your ideas and helping other people. I try to do 1 video a week, which is a budgeting video, and I do upload 3 videos. So that may well be our home buying journey, or meal plans and grocery hauls and how we keep our grocery bill down. There's loads of other videos around here, so I really hope that you might like to stick around and watch more from me and subscribe to my channel. And of course, if you did find this useful, this video and these tips, then why not share it with other people that you think might find it useful. Anyway, so the first tip that I will say, and I do say this quite a lot, but it is to pay cash for things, because it is so much more impactful paying cash than card, and worse off paying with Apple Pay or with your phone. It just takes away that value of money, and I do feel having cards, there are obviously benefits of that, but give yourself an envelope system perhaps, or say £20 a week. That is your budget for your entertaining, so for example your coffees or your lunches out, because when you actually give someone that £10 or $10 for your lunch, it feels like, oh, this is actual real money rather than just tapping your phone. So I think that is my number 1 tip for if you're starting off. Just scale it back, strip it back to the basics and pay with cash, and see how much that really affects your spending habits. Another habit of frugal people is to wait for the sales. I talk about this a lot, and it is removing the haste from your purchase decisions. If you know that something might be going into sale soon, or you've got Black Friday, Easter sales, so many different sales, then wait until that time to buy your purchase, because you will find that you do save a lot of money this way, and you remove that haste of this marketing email being sent to you and having to buy it straight away. Remove the haste and just sit back and wait for the sale, and that will save you loads of money. Another habit of frugal people is that they meal plan. You guys know, I think my last video from this one was my £40 grocery haul for the week for 4. And it was a challenge because we usually spend up to £100 a week, and we spent £40 and we had meals for the week. And that is because we meal planned, and I cannot stress that enough. Frugal people meal plan. Another habit of frugal people is to shop secondhand, because you can buy some amazing things secondhand. I was looking for a mug like this because I wanted one, and I found it in the charity shop for £1. Also, I can link that video down below. I feel like it's serious anthropology vibes. I love it. It's so cool. I've been looking for one, and they're about £15, £12 to £15 online, and I found it for £1. So shop secondhand, shop local. It's better for the planet, it's more sustainable, and you can find some really good bargains. If you're into thrifting content, I will leave the playlist down in the description bar for you as well, because I love thrifting and I love flipping things into new things as well. So keep an eye out for that video coming up. The next habit of frugal people is that they compare prices, and this is really key if you're buying something big. Don't go and buy it from the first shop or website that you see, because chances are you'll find it better online. So definitely shop around, make sure you are actually buying it at the best price. The next habit of frugal people is that they don't pay for services that they don't need. You remember that thing you signed up for months ago and you actually haven't used it? Delete the subscription. You don't need it. You don't need to be signed up to all these things that are going to be sending you emails to tell you to buy more from them, or if you're not actually using the service, delete the subscription and think about, actually, do you really need those things that you've ordered or subscribed to? The next habit of frugal people is to know the prices of things, so that when you see a deal, you know that it is actually a deal, because honestly, some things say sale and they aren't actually a sale. So really familiarize yourself, even if it's just a loaf of bread or, you know, a bottle of wine. Was it actually ever £9 down to £6? Or was it always the case that it wasn't actually that much in the first place, or it was for maybe 2 weeks? Just get familiar with the things that you're buying so that you know a good deal when you see one. The next habit of frugal people is to buy in bulk. We have a Costco nearby. I know I love the big American hauls that they do with the Costco and things like that. And buying in bulk saves so much money. It's much better for the environment and sustainable because of the packaging. And it just means that you can buy things and they will last you forever without having to keep topping up at the shop. The next tip is to not buy your coffee out. I know I've talked about this before, but if this is the first video you're seeing from me, stop buying your coffee. Make it yourself before you leave the house, and it will save you, I think I worked out to be about £270 per month on buying coffee out. I very rarely do, and when I do it's a treat and it's not a habit of doing it, which makes it really special for me. And I know that back in the day I would just buy a coffee every time I was out and it wouldn't be a treat. Now when I do it, I really enjoy it because I never do it. So think about how much money you can save just by not having your coffee out every day. The next habit of frugal people is that they save up for things rather than putting it on finance. I know sometimes maybe a car that you might need desperately, you may need to get a finance agreement on it, but frugal people save up for things before they buy them, so that you're actually having to save for a certain goal. You buy it once you've got the money and you then don't get into debt. So just think about that if you can do it along the way with maybe, I don't know, if you're wanting to buy a new sofa, save up for it and actually don't put it on a finance agreement, because you will pay lots more money by doing it that way. The next thing is frugal people don't go out for dinner very much. Let me tell you, I don't even think I've been out for dinner this year yet, and we're almost in March. I can't remember going out for dinner, but it saves so much money. If you do want to see your friends, invite them over. It's so much more relaxing, and I love cooking, and I obviously do share a lot of my meal planning and meal idea videos here. But I just feel like it's really nice to have people at your house and to entertain them, or go to someone's house and all bring a dish. It can save you so much money, hundreds of pounds a month, not going out for dinner. So consider that if you can, maybe reduce it down to once a month. The next tip, and I have to say I've been slacking quite a lot in this department, but frugal people exercise outdoors or get a DVD and do it at home, because you don't need to be spending so much money on your gym subscription. I know some of them are up to £90, which literally blows my mind. I have one that is actually on hold because I did break a bone in my foot. So shop around, go basic, strip it back, don't go for the most expensive one, or just get outside or do a DVD at home if you can't, if you've got children. It can save you thousands of pounds a year. The next tip is to mend and not replace. Obviously, this kind of is a very much parent, like next generation up, and I think it is a dying skill, which is a real shame. I need to do more of it, but you need to mend things rather than replace them. I think we're such a throwaway society now. If something's broken, you just kind of throw it away and replace it. Think about actually learning to repair things, whether it's just darning a sock. How old does that sound? I love that. Or actually learning how to repair things like technical things, electronic devices, or paying someone to do it, because the chances are you'll actually spend a lot less money doing it that way than replacing it. This is for those self-employed people out there like myself. Save for your taxes throughout the year rather than trying to scramble to find the money. I always talk about how you should pay yourself first, and that is your money for the month, and then the rest of it goes into savings for your tax bill. Even if you're not self-employed, my husband is employed by a company, but we still manage to save a bulk of our money for taxes, because obviously at the end of the year when you're self-employed, you've got to pay that out, and it is really hard if you haven't done that throughout the year to find the money. The next one is frugal people don't run up debt on credit cards. I have a credit card just for my credit rating, but that is it. I don't actually use it for anything else because I don't want to have the debt, and it's not going to serve me at all. So think about buying things with cash. Again, it's so important, or even just saving up and then buying it on a card if you can, if that's what you need to do. Just don't borrow the money to get into more debt, because it's so stressful having debt. We know, we've been there, we've paid off a huge amount of debt ourselves, and it's so stressful. So just don't get in that trap. The next one is frugal people review their policies annually. Seriously, I just saved £35, just a simple phone call, phoning up the car insurance that they were reviewing my car insurance, and they were like, this is your new bill, and I checked it online on Compare the Market, and suddenly I knew I could save money, so I called my insurer and they dropped the price. So make sure you're reviewing the policies, especially for things like your gas and electric and your internet. It changes all the time, so make sure you are keeping on top of that. The next tip for frugal people is that they know exactly the amount of money coming in and the amount of money going out every single month from their account. In fact, every day, every week. So make sure you're on top of your finances and you know exactly what is going on with that. And I'm going to share something in my next video for what I use for that, because I've been really loving it and I've been saving loads of money, and in fact I've been earning lots of money because I've been investing it. So if you want to know a bit more about that, then definitely check out my next video. The next habit of health, I was going to say healthy people there, of frugal people, and it does kind of go in line with my meal planning, is that we cook from scratch. Buying convenience food is not only full of not very nice things, but also it's so much more expensive. The reason I could do my full week of food, of meals, for £40 is that everything was cooked from scratch. So I was literally using every single ingredient time and time before it ran out. I wasn't wasting food, and all the food was really healthy as well. Oh, I've got a little visitor. Hello.
I want to be in the video.
Okay, go on then, say hi.
Hi.
This is George, my pirate. The realities of working for yourself. If you wanted to join our Facebook group, we have a really supportive Facebook group full of people that are sharing their encouragement and their support and their advice for money saving, sustainable living, encouraging words of wisdom. I can leave the link for you down in the description bar if you would like to join. We would love to have you there. I love really connecting with you on that personal level, because it is a little bit more personal over there. So I'll leave the link for you down in the description.
Why does this have writing in?
Because it's my notes from my book.
Yeah.
So that is it for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching and making a commitment to save some money and be better for the planet. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye.